Just doing a last piece on a hydro dip. So you want warm water in the sink. As you can see, I cut out around the size of piece that I need for the last piece that I want to do, which happens to be a jawbreaker. Sorry, I'll be okay. Happens to be a racing jacket or jawbone jaw. It has to be painted black first in some sort of base coat or primer. Anyway, so you've got warm water, maybe 85, 90 degree water. That's what I like. I got my activator. You kind of put it on and you let it sit, take out the air bubbles. You let it sit and a lot of the wrinkles will disappear. You can see there's a little tiny bubble there. That's not going to be a problem. Once I put the activator on it, it'll liquefy and it should be okay. As you can see, I've done others already. See if I can get it to focus here. Yeah, there. And I've done, that's that jaw there and the two stems and the top part of the orbitals. So it's just my last piece now. So anyway, let me see here if I can get this to work out while I do it on the camera. So you take your dip activator once it's been sitting in there for about a minute or two. I'd say 2 minutes, maybe 3. Anyway, let's see if I can do this here with one hand. All right, ready? Here. Okay. You just want to spray it sort of generously. You can see how it kind of liquefies. And you take this on a 45-degree angle. And then you push it down through, and then I just scramble it about, and as you see, it comes up, and we're good. If I can get it to focus. There we go. Nice. And then you run some cold water on the other sink. That's why I like doing it in the sink, because there's 2 sinks, one clean, one not. And then you just rinse with cold water for, I'd say, a good minute and a half until all the film, the soap from the film, because there's like a soapy substance on it or something, I don't know, it'll disappear and it'll stop being suds. You can see kind of the suds in the sink, and if you don't get that stuff off, you get like this tacky, gross kind of stuff all over top of the surface of it. But anyway, so that's basically how I hydro dip. Pretty easy. It doesn't always work out. So far, this one here, every single piece I did one try, and it worked. A lot of the times I end up doing it 4 and 5 times. Just depends, and you go through a lot of film. That's why I always cut the size film I need. You can see the wrap is pretty good on this one too. I always cut the size I need. I don't mess around trying to do big pieces and 2 and 3 pieces at a time. I do 1 piece at a time, and I tend to have more success that way. Anyway, so that's kind of how I hydro dip. Pretty simple stuff. This stuff is cheap. The film can be a little bit expensive. I like buying the more expensive films because I find are better quality, and I use less of them. Use less of the material to get the to get the style that I want. And yeah, so after this, once it's dry, this gentleman here, he wants it to be orange, an orange carbon fiber, so I will put a candy orange over top of this. Once it's dry, I give it about 24 hours, and then I put a nice clear coat, polished clear coat over top. I gotta find out what he wants his rivets done in and his icons, but that is another day. Anyway, hydro dip success today. I'm gonna do a Romeo at some point tomorrow, maybe today, depends on if I can get the frame prepped in time. Anyway, not too bad, huh? This was a retina burn. Racing jacket, actually. So the gray jaws. So you can see it doesn't matter what your donor frame is. It really, really doesn't. And anyway, you can see I've ran the water for about a minute, I think, and you can see the suds are already disappearing. But you see those bubbles there? That, if you don't get that off, that'll leave a horrible. Once that dries, that'll leave a horrible looking thing on the front of your jaw piece or whatever part you're dipping. Anyway. Thank you. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, just ask. I'm here to help. Okay.